My name is Floyd Butler, and I was a senior pastor in the Vineyard in Southern California for 30 years. 2015, I felt it was time for me to step down in that role. In the meantime, I had been trained as a coach, which was completely foreign to me at the time. I had no real concept of what this type of coaching was. Anyway, my wife, Jean, and I decided to move to Wenatchee, Washington, where our son and daughter-in-law and their 2 kids live. And in the meantime, my other son has moved there, so we have 5 grandchildren with us in Wenatchee and 4 still in Southern California. So we're blessed, and with that, except we don't have a vineyard, so we're praying and hoping that a Vineyard Church can be planted in Wenatchee. That would be exciting.
Tell me a little bit about your transition period, when you transitioned your church over to your next pastor. What was that like for you and the church?
Well, for the most part, the transition was a good experience, but there were some parts of it that I wish that I'd have paid more attention to, maybe taken a little bit more time than we did. It was several months, but it could have easily been a year, and I think we would have had a better result. But overall, for me, when you know it's your time to step aside, it's very difficult to stay engaged in the process. And that's one of the things that I've found talking to other pastors that are going through the process of a transition is, if you make it too long, your relevancy to the congregation gets pretty diminished, and then you wonder why you're there. So I think it has to be, it's different in every situation, but needs a lot of prayer and a lot of thought, and I think a coach that will walk the leaders, at least the leadership, through the process.
How has God used coaching in your life?
I'm one of those that I just felt like I was muddling through most of the time. And had I had a coach, someone to help me focus, help me to set goals, someone to think more strategically, and I think I would have had greater results than I did. I know it's God's church and it's up to Him, but I could have used a coach. So I just believe in coaching, and it has changed my life. It's changed the way that I relate to people in leadership. And in my own church, when I was trained as a coach, it changed the way I led. And I led more freely, and I think relationships with leaders in the church were really strengthened, and they really felt that I was on their side and just was there to help them be as successful as they could be.
If you could speak directly to our participants about coaching, what would you say?
Well, get a coach. That would be the first thing. And the next thing is embrace coaching. Embrace it. I've coached some people that just, they felt like it was going to be good for them, but they didn't put the time into it that they really needed to. So I say embrace it and welcome it, because my experience with the coaches that I work with and my own experience, I can just say this: we're just there to come alongside you. We're not there to tell you what to do. We're not there to instruct you. We're there to help you find where God is leading you, and then to help you be strategic in following God's will for yourself, for your church, for your partnership, for whatever it is you're doing. A coach can come along and be a tremendous asset to your future.
If you would like to connect with Floyd while we're at the inaugural retreat, see the comments below for those details.